Members of the new National Party have expressed their concerns about a number of decisions made by the ruling government. Their concern was expressed during a virtual press conference on Thursday. Senator Nolan Cox says the Nnp administration placed a cap on gas and implemented the 25% reduction in non-fuel charges on Grenelec to better assist the Grenadian people. He said with the removal of these caps, Grenadians should be prepared for a hard time ahead.
And so is it within that regard that we are very concerned and heartened that this is going to create some significant impact for the ordinary people. We do not know how persons are going to deal with this. I'm certain that persons are seeing their bill have been going up for the past couple of months. And the reason for that is because there is no cap on the fuel prices for what Grenelec use. And so it means that fuel prices are increasing, and now we are going to add back that 25% on top of that. And I think that is where the worry comes for every household in this country.
In his assessment, he does not see the cap on freight prices having a positive impact on the pockets of consumers within 6 months. He said it is not enough time to start to see the change in the prices of goods. Meanwhile, Parliamentary Representative for St. Mark, Dr. Clarice Modeste-Cohen, cleared the air on statements made by Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell last Tuesday on the $2,000 increase on ministers' travelling allowance. The NDC leader gave his reasons behind no longer allowing ministers to obtain gas from the Central Police Station.
We were advised that there was a quote-unquote free gas policy, which allowed, I am not clear whether it's ministers or MPs or both, to obtain gasoline or fuel from the Central Police Station. There seem to be no controls in place, no written policy, rules or regulation governing it, and so we discontinued it. And instead we gave the ministers a $2,000 traveling allowance, which would allow them to, in fact, have gasoline and or a driver if they so choose.
Senator Modeste-Cohen explained that there were proper protocols in place to continue for the ministers when it came to receiving gas, and as such, the Prime Minister's statement was not factual.
The records would show that there was one person at the fire station who was assigned to oversee the gas supply to the ministers. So therefore, when that person came, they recorded the mileage, present mileage of the vehicle every time to see if we were misusing, and they recorded the cost and the amount of gas collected, and you had to have the signature of the person collecting. Only 2 persons were authorized. Sometimes the minister himself or herself will collect and had to sign, or the driver. Only those 2 persons. No relatives, no friends, nobody else could go for gas. The authorized amount was 200 weekly, a maximum of 200. So if you took 100, that is what you got, and no more. So the most any member could have had was 800 monthly.
For GBN News, I am Nnp Thomas reporting.